What? I thought you were starting. Oh, you're not starting. Okay. Music. Let's talk about it, people.
All day, every day, we was on that block until we made a way. Day to day, man, that's the only way. They gon' know my name until it fade away.
We are here again with MusicAplenty, here to talk about our favorite albums.
Let's talk about this album.
The Incredible True Story.
Something like that.
Why aren't you excited?
I'm sorry.
This is an awesome album.
I'm sorry, people. I don't know how he feels or whatnot, but I can just vouch for myself. First off, let's talk about, of course, the album cover. Even saw this in stores. Very inspired to buy it. And I have to say, my vision is blurred.
Like blurred lines blurred? Or?
Let's get into the whole album.
This album dropped November 11th of last year, and it sold over 180,000 copies as far as I'm aware. It was co-produced by Logic with his producer partner Six.
The concept behind it is brilliant. I'm a very big sci-fi supporter and kind of always have been, and so I really did appreciate Logic really expanding this album.
Once you get past the introduction, that's Contact, right? You get into Fade Away, and Fade Away is just the first track that stands out, simply because of the overarching message in it.
Even though it does sound like some of old Kendrick's old throwaways. Production-wise, very nice. However, average listener who's our age and younger could just close their eyes and listen to it and just imagine that this was some album. What's the name? What was that? What, The Pimple Butterfly? Something like that.
Okay.
Great message though, yes. One of my favorite tracks on here, Upgrade, which is track 2, or Upgraded. Upgraded was definitely one that I could bump in my truck, I guess, and not feel a sense of betrayal. If they released it as a single, I think it would be very successful on the Billboard charts.
I did like Upgrade.
Yeah. Production, once again, is flawless.
Also, I love the fact that that song in particular sampled the same sample that got used for Players for Slum Village's Fantastic Volume 2. I love Like Whoa. I absolutely love Like Whoa. Like, you can just vibe to it. It's laid back. It is incredibly smooth.
Sense of betrayal times 5,000. To me, it sounded like style-wise, stylistically, he was just biting Kendrick once again. Logic does have great potential, and I definitely see it for Logic. It will be very interesting to see what his next project after this is going to be.
Gee, I wonder what your thoughts are on I Am the Greatest and Young Jesus. Young Jesus was essentially the first quote-unquote single.
If Young Jesus was released as the first single, I think with that one, it's very predictable to me because, hey, it's, you know,
he was
going back
immediately braggadocious at the beginning. He's like taking it back to the 90s.
Back to the 90s. With this one is really not necessarily like vintage, like Ready to Die or Illmatic 90s. It was more like last 2 years, 11th hour of the 90s, production-wise and just style-wise. Y'all are gonna hate me for this. I can tell that now. I'm sorry.
I'm really thinking.
No, I'm not.
The actual title track, The Incredible True Story, was not that bad either.
Talk to us about that.
Basically, the whole concept of this album was that this Logic album, The Incredible True Story, was an article that's just been adrift in space. So all of the skits that have just been kind of bridging some of these tracks together kind of helped to tell the story in which Stephen Bloom is playing a captain of this derelict ship. And they're trying to find this album because this album has a very important message that is vital to the survival of mankind.
Which brings me to another point that I did not like about this album. It's too much for this particular release. Not conceptually, you know, you talking about high concepts of this particular nature, of the idea that, even going back to the Contact segue at the beginning, it is very clever to have the intro of your album really looking at your album in process as a piece of nostalgia. That's very clever, and I appreciated that little twist that you put on there. However, it ain't Illmatic. It ain't Ready to Die. It's not Into the 36 Chambers. So that's one little hindrance to this release, I think. And I think it's a learning process for Logic, so I think future endeavors he'll definitely look back on this.
I can see that. I will still take this Logic album over the crop of albums that have been dropped over the past several months.
Like, comment, subscribe. Did you love this review? Did you hate this review for whatever reason? Whatever little gripes you might have, comment section is right below.
If you really enjoyed the album like we did, support the official release.
Please do.
Stream it, purchase it, store it, buy it, whatever.
More reviews coming up. Just stay tuned to us
soon.
So very soon. Yes.
Hopefully soon.
Yes. Very soon. So
we're trying.
Albums still matter.
Let me take the time to find